Nah. Nah.
Does your asshole itch?
No. Okay.
Welcome to the I Regret Nothing podcast.
I Regret Nothing podcast.
Sweet.
With Mike J and Pedro.
Hey guys, what about me?
I regret nothing.
I regret nothing.
Hey, dickheads, you forgot about me, Matt Baguette.
We regret nothing.
I regret everything. Everything I've ever done.
GTA 6. That's all I wanted to say. Podcast over. Thanks for coming out. Bye.
That's
Never
all.
heard of it. Never heard of it.
That's all we
Never,
want.
ever.
That's literally all we wanted to talk about. That's what we're here for today. Probably going to get shit on for that. I'm sure there's some Postal fans that are like, no. Why would you talk about that? GTA
You cannot
6.
talk about,
GTA 6 is woke.
you cannot talk about its woke. Yeah.
It's
It's
the
gone woke.
wokest.
It's not woke as woke still 4.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
And Alan woke.
Alan woke 2, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody that could be watching this, all 4 of you, know that GTA 6 trailer dropped, and that's all we've been talking about for days now.
Everyone saw it on the planet. I think everyone by now.
100 million in a day, 100 million views in a day.
100 billion. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's everybody on Earth
That's a
watched
lot.
it like
Yeah.
10
Mr.
times,
Beast
15
was
times.
crying. Yeah,
He was
crying
crying.
by the end of the day.
Yeah, that's his job, right? His job is to cry.
Yeah.
Just like Swag to
Campbell
here.
does,
Just like Swag to here. I don't know if you guys see right in the middle bottom of the podcast, we have infamous YouTuber and maybe low-key Postal fan, Swag
I am.
to.
The genuine article. I am here. in
He
the
is
flesh.
here. This is the man, the myth, the Swegta. Can I just call you Smegta?
Yeah, that's what I was
go for it.
thinking too.
We all were thinking.
I've heard
it,
people
I
call me
said.
Smegma. I've heard that. If you-
Smegta works though because it incorporates your name into Smegma.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have a
There's
podcast
better
to talk
work
about dick
there.
cheese, but yeah,
well, I think we've done it multiple times.
yeah, of
All the
course.
time.
Maybe too much. Yeah.
Maybe a little bit too much. We even get anti-circumcision and pro-circumcision people sending us like cease and desist letters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but how many? Like, there are not that many people that watch this or listen to this. Like, how the fuck did we find the one guy on either side that's so mad he wants to send me long letters about our anti-circumcision views, and another guy that wants to send us his angry views on pro-circumcision views?
Well, I am uncircumcised and proud of it. And
Yes,
so
we
should
all know
they.
you're proud of your little baby dick that is only bigger
Yeah.
because of the foreskin. We understand, Pedro. Thank you for telling us about it a little bit more.
You probably need to compensate with some skin there.
I need
It's
more
okay,
skin.
Pedro. I'm
You need some more
uncircumcised
skin
too.
there.
Look at
There
you.
you
Look
go.
at all of you.
Yeah. Me too.
Foreskin
I'm in
society.
on
Yeah,
this.
I can't even fathom what a disgusting, dirty gamer that doesn't shower, that lives with his mom's foreskin smells like.
It's a little cheese factory. That's how the French make it.
Yeah, I understand. I've had blue cheese in my fridge before. I get it.
Jesus. God.
Anyway, what we did want to talk about first, though, is the Postal Jam submissions came in for round 1, and I mean they were pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
In my-
were only 2 of them, and both of them were very fucking good.
Yeah, and in my brain, when Pedro said, "Hey, let's do this Postal Jam thing," I was like, "Well, this is going to be embarrassing. Nobody's going to submit anything," and I was wrong. We have a really
2 people
cool,
did.
yeah, we have a really cool Game Boy Color game and a first-person shooter, and I think they both look really cool. In fact, I'd like that Game Boy Color game to be ported to mobile, although I don't think it would actually ever come out because, making a game about crotchy and cunny is unlikely for the Google Play and Apple App Store.
I can't believe there's more content in their game than in Postal 4. That's crazy.
Yeah,
So
well,
don't
I
believe
mean,
it.
as you know, Postal 4 is just an asset flip that
Yeah.
we just rip people off on. We just We literally just put a bunch of assets into a single map. There's no missions. We just put a bunch of assets in there, and then we put it up on Steam and charge $80 for the deluxe edition.
See, people complain about the new game the day before, but because they haven't tried Postal 4 yet, then they will be really surprised. Yeah.
Really bottom of the barrel here, guys.
They got scammed. They play Postal 4.
Well, since we have an outsider here, that's you, Smegta.
Damn.
What? Why don't you tell us your thoughts of the asset flip that is Postal 4?
Well, I think it's a creative asset flip. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Well,
we did a little bit more than the standard asset flip.
Yeah, we
That's,
have
but that's still the
Rush the
most.
asset.
That's still the best review of Postal 4 right there. Okay, that's still the most positive we've got so far.
Yeah, I mean,
we hired Carl, and we are like, Carl, how could you flip those back? Flip those.
yeah, we've made 0 assets. All we did was buy assets on the on the Unreal Marketplace. We need you to fix them. Every single one of them, thousands, but they're not even being used. They're just on a table in the middle of a box.
This was green for 3 years until Carl came in and said, "Nah, let's fix it."
Well, we didn't even notice. He came in and he was like, "Hey guys, piss isn't green."
Yeah, it was fucking
fuck off! I mentioned
solid
that so many
No,
times.
no, we don't care though. It's not that we didn't notice. It's that we don't care. We're like, so, and he's like, "Come on, guys, care about the color of your piss." And we're like, "All right, you can spend a little bit of time on the piss shader." Then he spent 85 hours.
Seconds.
Yeah.
Working on the piss shader.
Changing the color, from green to yellow. Actually, I didn't realize we had piss in the game until Carl joined the company.
Well, we didn't. We didn't. We actually didn't.
Yeah.
He came in with his ingenuity, and he implemented piss. We didn't have it until Carl came in.
Yeah.
Before
welcome.
that, we just had cock puke.
Yeah, exactly.
It was pure
And
cock
now
puke.
we're putting my cock in the game. So
Yes. The newest weapon, which I consider to be completely and utterly useless, is the caulking gun. It will shoot literally cock.
Nice cock.
That's it.
Yep.
So if you've ever wanted to shoot cock, you can play Postal 4. Well, Wokestal 4, because we're woke. We put in all these not violent weapons, and we're going to put in the caulking gun.
Do people actually say Postal 4 is woke?
Oh, yeah.
People say that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All the fucking time.
Here's the thing. Let me sum up the people that think Postal 4 is woke in a single sentence. There's no terrorists in Postal 4. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the fact
Where's
that we
ISIS?
the fact that we took out terrorists means we've gone woke. And we didn't I was actually reading this guy's write-up on Reddit the other day that was like a defense against Postal 4. And he wrote this really well thought out post about how, Postal 2 had this deep political blah 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 yada yada yada. And I commented back. I kind of had to rewrite it a few times because the first draft wasn't so kind. But I made it kinder because obviously the guy's a fan and I don't need to be shitting on him. But I was like, every point you're making is just wrong. We don't have political jokes. They're everywhere. They're like, you don't talk about social issues. And I'm like, we literally have social justice warriors that attack you. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, we don't have political jokes? Well, all Postal 2 had really was the hanging Chad voting for the governor joke. And guess what? We basically redid that again. The only difference is we don't have terrorists. I guess we don't have the church and you gotta confess your sins. But the other thing I like to say is Postal 4 is tons of dick jokes. And it is. But there were plenty of them in Postal 2 as well. Yeah. You got an STD. Yeah. You had to go cure your venereal disease. There is a giant doll named Crotchy. Yes, our humor has gotten a little more lowbrow. There's a lot more dialogue, which is really fucking hard to write, by the way. And we don't have a team of writers. We have a writer. So, I mean, sorry that we didn't completely dupe Postal 2's story.
Sorry, we got woke. Yeah.
It's not woke. Like we've took out the terrorists. We just did not include them.
Right. Well, that was another thing that this post said. Vince Desi said that Postal 2 was a financial disaster because of how offensive it was. And I don't know. He may have said that in this in this in some interview he said at some point. But number one, that's not true. But it did take a long time for Postal 2 to make lots of money. I mean, it kind of made okay money in the 2000s. It just wasn't out really in North America. It made plenty of money in Russia. It wasn't until we got it on Steam in 2012 when it became really popular and made a lot of money. But it wasn't like we were sitting around thinking like, fuck, if we're going to spend any more money, we have to take out all the offensive stuff. We kind of put terrorists in like 5 games and we're done with it. So
and the movie.
Also, like, games change. I mean, you can even see it right now with the GTA 6 era, where like during the GTA 5 eras, no one really was using social media the ways they were using it now, and like things evolve. Like people were just using Facebook back then. Now there's like a billion different apps you can use. So
yeah, I mean, haters gonna hate, and now the haters are louder than they've ever been. So yeah. So Postal 4, not woke. GTA 6, not woke.
Red woke. Yeah.
No. If anything could be taken from watching that trailer, is they went hard on the fucking Florida man jokes everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
They did. I don't know if you saw it, but a lot of the social media clips in that, they were like recreations of actual viral videos.
Yeah. Tattoo Face Man wants his credit.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
Yeah. I don't know if Hammer Grandma wants her credit, but Tattoo Face Guy wants something.
I think they should have asked her to do the mocap for the character. that would have been so good.
Yeah, it's all good. The girl twerking on top of the moving vehicle, just so sick.
I don't know if you saw Ned Luke's reaction to the trailer. He was like, it's just ass. Oh.
Who'd we just? Oh, we just lost Pedro. Cool.
We lost Pedro.
Somebody died.
It completely screws up the way our
Again?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Sorry guys, you can't really see our face properly because Pedro, I don't know, Portuguese netted himself.
Yeah.
God damn it, Pedro.
Yeah, we're very new to this.
God damn this woke internet connection.
That's probably what happened, actually.
We learned one thing. Since we started talking about GTA 6, Pedro started getting internet issues. Yeah.
Do you think it's because he's playing with his penis right above his router?
No, yeah, that might happen.
Yeah, we're gonna need Pedro.
DDoS.
Yeah, we're gonna need Pedro to come back, and then I'm gonna have to rearrange the tiles to get our names proper. Right now, I'm like half in Matt's box, and I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I just want to say that for all of you older people that played GTA 5 when you were in your, I don't know, early 40s, well, I guess you're going to get to play another GTA game.
Yeah. Well,
there's Pedro.
They're going to play it in the retirement home, but hey, it'll be nice.
I got to figure out where people's names go. I don't even fucking know. Is that wrong? Nope, that's wrong.
No, I'm Matthew.
That's right. I fixed it.
I fixed it so much. I hate Zoom so much.
Not only did you came back, but your video chat is like low res, so your box in the thing is cut off. But I'm not gonna fuck with it.
Oh well,
I'm not gonna fuck with it.
That's
I'm not
fine.
gonna fuck with it. I'm not gonna fuck with it.
I changed some settings. I hope that fixes it for good.
Yeah.
Updating it didn't fix it. Fuck if I know at this
Oh,
point.
also, GTA 6 haters claiming that Lucia is trans.
What? Wait, I didn't see that one yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Well, I looked into this a little bit because people kept. I made like a Twitter post where I'm like, I'm gonna make a video of like the worst GTA takes. So like, send me anything you can find. And somebody sent me that. So I looked into it, and apparently the source of this is a Reddit post made like a year ago.
From the
20
leaks,
upvotes.
they thought the leaks showed that she was trans.
Yeah, I guess somebody looked at that and they're like, she looks trans. And I was like,
Because she's
based on
like,
fucking-
because
so
she's
what?
not like a tiny little twig. Because she's like a strong female.
Remember, the same thing happened with The Last of Us 2 back then. So.
Then we had Keemstar Drama Alert jumping in on Twitter, and he was like, "Could Lucia be non-binary?" I commented, and I'm like, "Dude, get the fuck off Twitter and go outside for a little bit."
That's crazy. I like her design and character. I think it's great.
Yeah, she's fucking hot. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Everyone, that's what the Ned Luke said at the end of the trailer. He's like, this game is just ass. It's asses everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, and like they said they aged her down and him up, so they have
I could see that
bigger
bit,
bigger
maybe.
daddy gap.
Yeah.
They need the bigger daddy gap. That's what I think.
And,
Which I
and
understand.
He might be voiced by Troy Baker. We don't know. Maybe sounds very similar. I wouldn't mind. He's in every game now, but that's okay.
I just
Mike
want
Jason
Trevor
later.
back. I just want Trevor back.
Actually, Stephen Ogg, I think he resents his character.
Because now
after-
when you see him in anything, all you can think of is fucking Trevor.
I think that's his
I actually-
problem. but yeah.
I saw like even like on an official clip channel for was it Better Call Saul? They're like Trevor versus Mike. I'm like the character. That's not the name of the character, but it's Stephen Ogg.
Yeah.
so,
Well,
like,
he didn't just
Yeah.
voice the character. They literally took his likeness. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was great in Better Call Saul. He was only for like 1 or 2 episodes, but yeah, it was cool.
yeah, he was good. I like it. And obviously, we're going to be jerking off to just about everything GTA 6 for the next, I don't know, 13 months,
years.
15 months, 17 months, 19 months, however long, coming 2025. That's such a fucking generic statement.
They're not good. I think this time, because I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be late 2024, but I don't think they wanted to announce a gazillion delays again. So this time they're gonna be like,
and as the game is, it's probably done right now. They're just in QA mode now.
yeah, I think so.
Because
Yeah.
a game like that is going to take
Yeah.
a year plus of just pure bug fixes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
Pedro is doing it all by himself.
Yeah, it's all Pedro. That's, you know what? We don't even have a QA team anymore. We lent them to Rockstar. They were actually in need.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hired everybody up, and then everybody quit because of the conditions of working. They wanted to sleep
would
in little
complain
hammocks under the
about
desk.
Spike always crashing the game or some shit. He would make his way from Postal 4 to GTA somehow, and it's always the goddamn fucking dog fucking bugging all the time. Like seriously,
we have,
that
we have
mission
animal
is
problems.
cursed.
Yes, we have animal
That
problems.
mission is cursed. Holy shit. yeah.
But yeah, GTA 6, that trailer looks beyond amazing. It looks so good. Like my
So good.
expectations were high. They surpassed it every
Yeah.
time. Like
Yeah. And I said that I was
Like-
talking to Vince about it the other day because he watched it and he was blown away. And I was like, there were a lot of people that just thought it was going to be shit. And I'm like, yeah, Rockstar
way.
has released some crappy remakes of games, but that's it. Like
well,
all of
actually,
their
it was their name on it, but it was another subsidiary company doing the
right,
their
but they still
masters.
released it. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
all
it
of
stains
their,
their image.
of
Yeah.
course, but all of their major releases have been solid as fuck. Everyone.
The craziest
Well,
thing
they've been
about it.
the best games of all time, pretty much.
The craziest thing about it is that the crowd density, the car density, all of that is going to stay the same because they do not fake their trailers.
Well,
It's
it
all
might
in
even
engine.
get better.
Yeah.
Like,
It
Red
might
Dead
even
2,
get better, yeah.
Yeah, Red Dead 2 Trailer 1 and Red Dead 2 Trailer 3. You can see like the characters changing, the textures get a little better. Look at the first trailer of GTA 5 and the last trailer of GTA 5. It looks miles better, like on some aspects.
I don't even want to podcast
or-
anymore. I just want to watch the trailer for another 45 minutes.
Yeah, dude, I've been watching every breakdown videos I've seen, and
Did you watch mine?
And you did one as well.
Well,
I did a
he
breakdown.
clearly
It's-
didn't watch
Oh.
every one.
I
I
did a
didn't watch
technical.
everyone, I guess.
One.
I did a technical breakdown.
Ah, we lost Pedro again.
God fucking
Damn.
damn it!
I'll watch it. right after. I think Pedro just went to watch the GTA 6.
Oh yeah,
right
he
now.
said he rage quit.
Yeah, he said I'm gonna watch it.
He
but
said, "Fuck
I
you
watched
guys."
the Digital Foundry. It was interesting and stuff. But there's one thing no one broke down yet, and maybe it's like the game developer aspect. But most of the interiors we see in the trailers, they are fully modeled in 3D. I know in Spider-Man they have the parallax windows inside.
I talked about this, and one
Okay,
scene
great.
you can see it. The buildings look to have a 3D interior, but I'm theorizing that it's most likely just really advanced parallax interior mapping.
I guess that's what it is, but I've never seen it done that way, that good yet. The best one I've seen is in Spider-Man 2 that came out recently. They even have characters inside the building.
Yeah, it's crazy.
but-
They're getting really crazy with these shaders, man.
But you can still see it's parallax, right? They do parallax with a few 3D meshes inside, right? Low poly 3D meshes. But I'm sure there will be a lot more interiors in GTA 6, but I don't know to what extent. And because it wouldn't make sense to just model everything. That would take forever, and that would be boring.
Maybe
I mean,
maybe the reason this took so long is that they implemented just like where it like generates it on its own at random.
No, it could. In
Progressive.
Houdini and now even in UE5, I forgot PCG, you can do stuff like that where you put a space, you put assets in it, and it will generate like randomly in every room. And they could do that, but I don't think it would be very useful to be able to go in every building. That would be insane. But what would you do in them anyway? Yeah.
Well, they could launch a version of GTA that's just like The Sims.
That would be crazy. If everyone could buy their own little house and go everywhere
Yeah.
and move around, that would be.
Do you
I
think
mean,
maybe they'll put back in property buying in this game?
But
Somebody
let's say
leaked that you could go like 70% of the interiors. That's impossible. Okay, not in a GTA game.
Don't
not that
ever
scale.
say anything's impossible when it comes to Rockstar.
Mm,
well,
10
technically,
years.
Look, we are a small company. We've done more than 70% of the interiors in our game. So I'm sure Rockstar, with their 6,000 employees, could do something.
All of our interiors added up together equal one small city block of Vice City.
Yeah, GTA 6,
Okay,
yeah.
so
But yeah, but still, like we tried, we did it. We tried to do it.
Yeah, we fucking did it. Well,
yeah, we
think about
actually
it. Think
did
how many
it, yeah.
flipped assets we had to use.
I know that was
we
all
had
the
to
flipped
flip
assets.
so much,
Endless
yeah.
flipped
We
assets.
flipped a lot. But okay, imagine this. If they really, and I believe they do, really have a budget of $1 to $2 billion, which is absolutely insane. They actually could pull it off, and 6,000 employees, and the game is taking forever. So maybe they could pull it off. I don't see why they will actually do every interior. They have to make them interesting in some ways. But if they do it, like props to them. That's crazy.
Not only do they have every interior has an NPC assigned to it that lives there and goes
Yeah.
about their daily life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has like a schedule.
Yeah, I think that would be
No,
solid.
this I think they could put up. For me, the best thing about that trailer, what I saw, already, the graphics are amazing. I didn't know they could go even further than Red Dead 2, but of course they did. It's the density, like the amount of, especially like those street shots or like low to the ground, the amount of NPC on the screen, and they are all different, doing something different. You don't see any duplicates. I see duplicates in Cyberpunk. I see duplicates in like a lot of recent games, Spider-Man and all that. So it's wild.
Just even like the beach density was ridiculous.
Yeah, and also
Ridiculous.
what's different from GTA 5 is all the different body shapes.
Yep.
That before they, yeah. So,
Yeah. Well, that's the character creator just randomly making whatever. That's awesome.
that is crazy, and I think they will have surfing. Surfing is gonna be a thing.
Well, I'm not buying
would be
it.
nice.
I'm not buying it if there's no surfing and jet skiing again. Obviously, jet skiing was fun.
If I cannot twerk with Lucia, I'm not buying the game.
Yeah, you need to. Well, not just twerk on top of a moving vehicle.
yeah.
I don't want that to
If
be a feature that you see happening. I want that to be a feature that you can do.
Florida style, baby.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry, Leonida. That's the
if I
name
cannot
of the state.
twerk on a crocodile, I'm not buying the game. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
On the topic of like surfing, I did read somewhere that they had like 20 people assigned to doing the water physics just so they could
Oh.
capture like the realism of
Damn.
that.
That's
That
a
actually
whole
doesn't seem a
team.
lot of people, but yeah, apparently they're using some kind of. It's in their own tech, but it's inspired by what NVIDIA did with the water physics, and it's their own version of that. And there's something like this you can already use for Unreal Engine 5 called Fluid Flux, but if they manage to optimize it and pull it off, I mean, right now they are doing it for console. That would be actually crazy. Like,
Yeah, if you play on
Really-
PS5, no ocean.
yeah, if
It's
if you
just
play,
a void.
yeah.
It becomes ice.
It's crazy. Some people are actually expecting it to come to PS4 and Xbox One. Those people are crazy. That's not gonna happen.
I have a
Not with
feeling
this
that by the
content.
time this comes out, like PS5 will be on the extreme low end of what this
Yeah.
is going to run on.
Well, the PS5 Pro is about a year off from now. So yeah, I'm not sure what else it's gonna give you in the game, but it's gonna be interesting to see. And but yeah, of course, Take-Two is like Rockstar. Make people he's gone. Make people double dip and buy the game twice. I'm gonna buy the game twice. I'm not gonna
100%.
for the PC.
I bought
version,
GTA
yeah.
3 or GTA 5, I think 3 times.
Yeah.
And
So,
my free
I bought
copy. And my free copy on Epic.
And I got Red Dead 2. I mean, it's my favorite game of all time. I got Red Dead 2 times, so that game is so good as well.
Well, you're the reason Rockstar can afford to pay $1 billion then.
Yeah. And
I mean, I bought
short-
the definitive
short cards.
edition. I bought the GTA 3 definitive edition, so who's the sucker now?
I bought the collector's edition of Red Dead 2.
Oh, did it come with a little horse?
Yeah, it come with the horse and the shrinking ball animation on it. The balls were shrinking.
A horse with sack that goes in and that pulses.
What if they are taking so long to make GTA 6 because every character in the game their balls can shrink.
I think that's a great idea. I think you should actually have to eat and poop, and you should have to fill up your car with gas.
Yeah, they're actually building just a simulator, a life sim.
Yeah, there's
Just
no
to make
more
it real
fun.
life.
There's no more fun. It's just pooping simulator.
If you die in GTA 6, you have to rebuy the game. That's their new Take-Two monetization. Yeah.
I think that would be
It's
sweet.
like every step you take in the game is a quick time event. It's like
Yeah.
left, right.
Yeah, it's gonna be like co-op. You have to press. You have to make the legs move.
I'll answer some questions since Pedro's out of here and I don't want to move on. ETA for Postal 4 co-op? No, we don't have an ETA other than hopefully Q1. Co-op for Postal 4 on PlayStation. That is a huge maybe right now. If you're asking for PlayStation 4, the answer is absolutely not. For PlayStation 5, it's possible, but we're not even pretending like that's happening yet. We're going to let it
We will
get
think
finished.
and try, but it's
Well,
definitely-
it needs to get finished
maybe not.
first. Then we need to send it over to the port house. They need to analyze it and try to figure out what it would cost to get running. It just has to make sense.
Can we tease something the poorhouse showed today?
Yeah, we
the
could
crack
talk
pipe?
about it. I mean, I'm not going to pull up the video here, but
We got the crack pipe.
yeah, one of the DualSense features that didn't make the initial release, which we do have working now, is when you want to smoke your health pipe. Stop calling it a crack pipe. That's why the game's not out in Australia. When you want to smoke your health pipe, you blow into the microphone on the DualSense controller. So groundbreaking, I know. Super unique. Yes, very, very
I still
unique.
love that you can piss in toilets and the actual toilet bowl turns yellow.
Yeah.
And
It
then
should
you
overflow.
can push it, you can open the lid, you can close the lid. Good. Take that.
Yeah, we
GTA
spent
6.
tons of time on that
Try
stuff.
us.
Well, for an asset flip, I mean, those were some cool assets to flip. That's all I know. Fix Postal 2 co-op. Yeah, there's some issues with it. We need another Postal 2 patch to come out. We just haven't had time. It takes a lot. Oh, there's Pedro. There he is. Let's see. Come on in. Come on in, little baby boy. Somebody asked, did I start running with scissors before 9/11 or after 9/11? I started working December of 2001, but I was hired prior to 9/11. My starting date was the end of the year. So
They hired Mike to make one 3D model, which was a plane.
I mean, I
Oh,
did
yeah.
make it. It is in a game, therefore I am talented 3D art man. And if Carl says otherwise, he will be spanked.
Oh, actually,
Again.
Mike,
Ooh, spanked, you say?
I pushed your model to Postal 4. We just need to add it to the map.
Ooh, I think it needs to be added to my mansion.
Yes.
I think it needs to be
Yes.
huge and somewhere, or it should just be flying around the mansion, right?
Oh fuck yeah, let's do it. During the apocalypse or something.
I'm
I
not sure
promise
if
you,
remember.
I promise you, it's optimized. There are not very many
Oh,
polys.
it is.
No,
it is.
no.
I think it's like 20 tries, 20 triangles.
Ooh, I am such a good fucking optimization modeler. Suck
Remember,
my
the
dick.
postal dude is about 70K. So
Well,
20 is
see,
not that bad.
turns out
Yeah.
Josh, not a great optimization modeler.
I
Mike
gotta
J.
say, Mike is a better 3D modeler than I am.
Facts.
Easily.
Facts. I retired at 3D modeling because I peaked. And it's over now. You know, I just wanted to make sure I got out there. I'm in a published game. You know, if Running with Scissors ever went belly up and I was looking for a job, I could add 3D modeler to my resume. And I would hopefully get hired as lead 3D modeler at Rockstar.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to 3D model if I was the lead though, right? I would just
No,
have
you
to
would-
be like, you do
no, you
this.
wouldn't, yeah.
You do this. This
Yeah,
looks
you
like
just tell
shit.
people what to do.
Optimize more.
Yeah.
Actually,
See that plane there? Yeah.
very soon we might send you a video. We might show you a video of the smoke health pipe.
We already
health
talked about
pipe
it.
in
We talked
action.
about it while you were gone.
We just talked about it. Yeah.
Pedro, fucking pay attention to the fucking podcast.
Fuck you.
You don't listen when you get booted
and fuck
out.
Zoom, by the way. Fuck Zoom. I had to update this shit again. I hope it stays this
Did
way.
you
I'm not gonna
reboot your
jinx it.
computer before the podcast? Always
I
reboot.
threw it at the
Did you turn it off and then turn it back on again?
God damn it.
All right, we're moving on from GTA 6 and my modeling skills. Last night was Jeff Keighley's show, the Game Awards. And while I didn't play all the games, I did play Alan Woke 2.
Yeah.
And Alan Woke 2 won 3 of the top 4 awards for Best Direction, Best Art Direction, and Best Writing. It did not win Game of the Year, which I can't say myself about Baldur's Gate. That's not my style of game. I'll never play it. But Alan Wake 2 is my Game of the Year.
It's crazy.
I
thought that
my game of the last few years.
Yeah.
I like the fact that games like Hi-Fi Rush, Baldur's Gate, Alan Wake, even Cyberpunk, all those games deserved it, and they got an award.
Yeah.
There
There
are-
was
there are
nothing
some
for
that deserve a little
Spider-Man.
bit
Nothing
more.
for Spider-Man.
Nothing for
Did
Spider-Man. which
Zelda
is-
didn't win anything either, did it?
No, it won one. Zelda
Oh,
won.
It
yeah.
did?
Yeah, action adventure game. Yeah.
Right.
They actually announced a lot of stuff. A lot of people are complaining about the lack of awards and more game ads. Personally, I don't mind the ads. I like to see the new shit.
Me too.
I
yeah.
love it.
Well,
Hell,
I
Sega-
saw a post that was like, they should just rename the Game Awards to E3.
or game
No, I mean,
ads.
yeah, the Game Awards is well. I mean, because even in the summer Game Fest is Jeff Keighley. He's also doing it. So
yeah.
like he's doing. This guy is E3 now. He's just like whatever it is now. Yeah, that's the
But
that's the follow-up
I
of E3.
generally don't
The sh-
mind. Hell, Sega said, okay, here's a shitload of new things we're doing. New Crazy Taxi, new Jet Set Radio, and I was like, whoa, easy there.
Are you talking about
There's a lot of
Smeg? Are you
good
talking
shit.
about Smega?
Yes. No. But yeah, lots of new stuff, lots of new games, and personally, I don't mind the ads.
Yeah.
I
That's
loved
one
the
of
show yesterday.
the main
It's
reasons
what-
for me
I
to
think
watch.
that it was yesterday was really good. I think it was a really good one. Yeah.
I didn't personally
Also-
watch it. All I watched was the performance by the Old Gods of Asgard with
You
Yeah, that
jerked
was
off
so
to
good.
it,
both
didn't you?
That was so
Matt and Ilka performing as Alan Wake and Mr. Door. I thought it was epic. Watching Sam Lake
was-
dance was beautiful.
good. I was
You jerked
performing
off
as
to it.
Alan. I was performing as Alan Wake on stage. Yeah.
That was you?
But yeah, it was me the whole time.
Wow.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I
You should. You
fucking
know
knew
what
it.
you should do in your free time because you have a lot of it. You should make an Alan Wake fan video, like an Alan Wake fan film where you're Alan.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I should do it. Yeah.
I think
I'm gonna
so.
woke so many woke books. Yeah, that I won't remember. Yeah, I will just forget about them. And then, oh my god, I'm stuck in a woke book.
It was actually fun playing Control. When I played through Control again recently, it was very jarring to hear Alan Wake's voice constantly.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's not Alan, right? It's Matthew playing that doctor, and it was
Yeah,
just like,
but did you see that Doctor is actually also in Alan Wake 2 on one of the TVs in the Ocean View Hotel?
Yeah,
yeah. Doctor Darling.
Doctor Darling. Yeah,
Did you say Ocean Jew?
watching
Jew, yeah.
Easy there.
the
Easy
Ocean
there.
Jew Hotel. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a good time, buddy. Not a good
You know what?
time.
If we ever make a Postal that takes place in fictional Miami, there you go. We got a new one.
I just wish I was watching this with somebody who had never played Alan Wake 2 when the Old Gods of Asgard performed, and they would just be like, "What the fuck am I watching?"
I'm sure a lot of people in the room were like that.
Well,
I'm sure.
I mean, I
Yeah.
saw somebody's post, and I thought the exact same thing. At the end of the performance, I was like in bed clapping, and they show the crowd, and everybody's just sitting there. And it's like,
Yeah.
are
What were you
fucking kidding me?
clapping exactly? Your
If anything,
ass?
they should have had signs that said "Stand and clap." Like that is a
No,
fucking.
they should have had like Jeb Bush get up on stage and say,
Please clap. Please clap.
clap.
Please
Yeah.
clap. Yeah, no.
No, but
crazy.
it was amazing because Sam Lake, he's not an actor or whatever, he's a game developer, right? So he couldn't stop laughing while he was dancing. He
Oh
had,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
the
but
biggest,
it looked amazing watching him laugh
it
while he
did,
was
yeah.
like he looked so happy to even be there.
Yeah, no, he was. I mean,
Max
also
Payne
he won,
deserves it.
he won 3 awards. So
Yeah,
and
the
him and
only
Jeff are,
thing
like,
that I'm disappointed is that they didn't do the entire 13-minute version of the song.
Yeah.
They did the 4-minute radio edit, which is still epic.
Yeah, but actually, all the songs last night were really good. Actually, all the different games, and also now the main famous person of the Game Awards, it's the flute guy. Every year, the last music where they do the music of all the Game of the Years, there's a guy playing the flute, and it zooms on his face because he's going crazy at it. And this year, people were like, "Oh my god, it's flute guy!" And they do like edits of the flute guy, and he pulled out a massive flute at some point. People are like losing their mind.
I didn't watch. I've actually never watched the Game Awards. I just kind of watched sum ups at the end.
There was some good jokes from the guy who plays Kratos, Christopher Judge.
Oh boy,
He
threw a
he
pipe
was saying,
bomb there.
Yeah, he was saying, "I'm sorry, guys. Last year, my speech was a little bit long. I think it was almost like 10 minutes, over 10 minutes. Usually, you have to do like 30 seconds, right? Something like that."
And they didn't push him off stage.
No, he said, "Oh, at least it's longer than the Call of Duty campaigns."
It was such a nice shot. It was so well placed. It was like a big
after,
fuck you.
And after he was like, "Well, here's another company that I won't work with." yeah. He said that. Yeah.
Add it to the list. Anyway, if you guys haven't checked it out, get on YouTube and type in "Old Gods of Asgard Game Awards" and just watch the performance. That's all I ask.
My favorite moment was when it faded to black and we heard world premiere, and then you heard a zipper, and it was Jeff Keighley's balls, and he's like, "Coming 2025."
Ooh.
My balls. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
That sounds like a very interesting game. Was it the zipper zip from Postal?
He will be in GTA 6.
Yeah, I heard the zipper from Postal 4, but it was just Jeff Keighley's balls.
Oh shit.
Question from
Postal 5?
Oliver the Cheese: will Postal 4 ever look as good as GTA 6?
No.
No, it'll look
Never.
better. Better. Do you know how many
Only way
times
to
a
go is
day
up.
I get messages saying we need to have a setting in Postal 4 that'll make it look like Postal 2?
Hold on.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Did these motherfuckers even see the teaser that we've made like yesterday, where you can now remove limbs and people will actually still be alive and like they can run without arms and shit? Did people see
GTA 6
that?
one of that. Yeah, you can dismember the guy's leg and then he will be hopping on one leg. Like
I saw a guy respond to that video that you posted, Pedro, and it was like an image of that, like a still, and then an image of Half-Life 2, and it's like, look how much better Half-Life 2 looks than my tiny little still pixelated picture from Postal 4.
Okay, that guy can suck the far end of my anus and not like it. Okay.
Actually, I saw some YouTube. I saw some YouTubers play Postal 4. That was even before our graphical update. They are like, "Is it really made by Running Scissors? It looks too good to be made by Running with Scissors." That's what actually that's what actually G-Man Live said on his video. He said that looks really good. Even CB, I think he said that.
Yeah.
That looks too good.
It was a conscious decision to make the game look better, and personally, in hindsight, I wish we had decided to go with more of an old classic style look, almost boomer styles, because it would have taken a lot of headache off of game development over time. I know that gives you 3D artists fucking nightmares, but it really would have. I think it would have just made things a lot easier.
Yeah, with all the people.
I could show some screenshots. Like I started like building like Postal 2, like an old version in Unreal Engine 5, and I was gonna go with the Postal 4 models, and then I just put the Postal 2 models instead because they are really well optimized now, and they hold up really well with the Unreal Engine 5 like ray trace lighting.
Well, you know what's funny, and I talk about this all the time, that Postal 2, like, I don't think the game looks amazing by any means, but it definitely held up better over time than other games did. Like, you look at GTA 3 now and you're like, boy, that looks like shit.
But you know why? Because I think from when I was testing it in UE5, it's because you guys were using a lot of photo data, a lot of photos for the textures. Oh, we had the man in black in the back.
There's Vince.
Papa Vince.
Yeah, it's
This is blind Vince. Blind Vince wearing his blind man glasses.
Hey, Vince!
He doesn't have his. He
Vince!
forgot his stick today.
Gabagool!
He forgot his
Vince,
stick.
Vince, I miss your sausage bread.
Carl says he misses your sausage bread.
Yeah.
What did you do to him?
That came out really good, pal.
It was. Oh man.
What did you do to him? Oh my.
He spoiled me, dude. Vince made me the best pizza I think I've ever had in my life.
That's not the only thing we gave you.
And actually, Carl is lucky. Vince showed Carl the pigeon mission.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
world premiere.
I mean, you're only allowed to see that if you come to Vince's house in person. Then we'll show you the pigeon mission. It's not what you think. It's not what you think, but it's a pigeon mission.
You have to flop your dick around and hit the pigeons with it.
Hey, so what award did Cyberpunk win?
Sorry, what?
What award?
It was best ongoing game.
Best ongoing game.
Best ongoing game.
Right.
It is.
Yeah.
It is really good
It's
game.
true,
I mean, you
yeah.
played the DLC, Mike. You loved it. You know.
I was gonna say best save because I mean, like when it came out, that was a disaster, and they totally turned it around.
Yeah, and I'm glad they did because I think that early release of the game was not even up to the studio. It was work of the publisher and the investor. And I just wish they let them cook for a few more years because we could have just gotten this directly.
Right, and they ended up spending the $130 million to fix it anyway. So
yeah.
You know, it's
an award that could have gone.
I'm glad they did. They did because I remember on Twitter when the game came out, some of the devs were very depressed. They're really upset. So,
it's an award that could have gone to No Man's Sky, Postal 4. Of course, Postal
No.
4
No. That's an asset flip. We stopped working on that.
Okay, sorry. Postal 2 then. Postal 2. Or Postal Brain Damage, since everybody says it's better than Postal 4, even though they are two different games.
Yes.
Okay.
Total.
Actually, we haven't updated Postal 4 since 2019. I just realized. So.
Oh, yeah, we haven't.
OG. I get requests actually for the 2019 build all the time. I don't even think people can run it anymore, can they? There's an issue booting it in Windows, isn't there?
They can, but with issues, naturally.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should give them so they can finally look at the fucking two builds differently and see, okay, maybe they did work it since 2019. Maybe they did
we flipped more assets.
They flipped more assets, like Bob is flipping burgers.
Yeah.
Swagta, have you played Postal 4 to some extent?
A little bit. I played a lot of it when it came out, and I've played a little bit after that occasionally. Like I'll check back in and be like, okay, let's see the progress on this. But I mainly play, like right now I'm playing Postal 2.
Yeah, I'm actually replaying Postal 2 and rebuilding it in UE5 in my spare time just for fun. And I added physics to Mike J's TDs, so now they flap in the wind.
You gotta add physics. You gotta add physics to the little balls that are on the bottom of the udders.
No, actually, I added physics. I think Pedro, I showed you. I added physics to Crotchy's balls, so when he moves around, it's like little physics to his balls.
I don't know why you're not showing me this shit.
janky.
When are you gonna show me this shit?
You have to go to his house to see it.
It's so janky because I'm still. I mean, I've been using a lot of UE5, but I'm still learning it. I'm not a character guy, so I'm learning the tools at the same time. So I want to practice.
Good.
But I'm telling you, those models, they hold up so well in the ray tracing lighting. So well, like it's crazy. I showed Pedro the thing. How it
like
looks
you should show me. I want to see this too.
I put every single gun. I put every single weapon in the game, and they hold up so well.
If you can get the milk mission working in your Postal 2 UE5, maybe we can release it as a what's it called? April Fool's joke next year.
Oh,
just
it's
like
Postal Royale 2.
But the thing is that I can do all the 3D and stuff. I just need the programmer to put things together because I don't know how to do that. But
well, learn blueprints, bro. Learn blueprints.
You know what's funny? You want to know what's funny about this whole thing? What Matt is doing right now is what the big companies do when they say, "Oh, we are remaking or remastering the games." So they just place the existing assets that they had in the other games and put it in a new engine. It doesn't have to work, but it's there. It looks better.
Yeah,
but there you go. That's the remaster.
I don't know exactly how they do it because for me the most difficult part, maybe that's what they do, but for me it's just getting the models from Unreal Engine 2 and bringing them to UE5 because they are built so differently to nowadays standards. The good thing is I only need the diffuse map, just the color, just the basic texture. and then I can just tweak it. So it's very, very optimized, which is, I think it will have ray tracing, path tracing, whatever you want. It will run better than Postal 4 because the models are so good.
Get
now.
yourself a programmer that can hobbyist with you and work on it, bro.
Get yourself a QA tester.
But it's actually really fun to just rebuild the map and seeing those assets like again. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
But for the record, we are not announcing that Postal 2x2 is being made right now. That is not what we're talking about. We're talking about Matt in his spare time, which I don't know when that is just picking away at just porting porting art assets into Unreal 5.
I was streaming to Pedro when I was doing it. So
yeah, I was jerking off while he was streaming.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was this your like nighttime love chat? Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
Hey Pedro, would you like to see what I'm working on now?
And also, I'll send you something, Mike, that is horrifying. The Gary
Coleman.
Gary Coleman as a Crotchy. Pedro saw it and it looks great.
Yep.
Okay, I can't wait to see your work that I've never seen. Thanks, Matt.
You'll see it.
All right, we got to keep moving. We're 45 minutes into this, and we're not even at fantastic fucking fan art. Arcane tempts fate with another vampire game, but this time it's an adaptation of Marvel's Blade.
I was shocked, to be honest.
They just announced again the movie, right? Like they just released something for the movie, like a new teaser trailer, right?
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah,
I think so. I think I saw it yesterday.
It looks interesting. It's made by French people, so the game will take place in Paris. So
of course.
But Arcane Lyon is really good. Like Dishonored 1, Dishonored 2, and they were really good. And it kind of like fits that style. I could see them making a Blade game. But this time, I think it's their first time they are not making an FPS game, I think. Or maybe in a long time. So they're doing third-person, single-player, action-adventure, vampire stuff. So it looks cool, yeah.
Nice.
I'm excited for the movie as well.
Yeah, the movie looks good. It's gone through sort of development hell. Like I'm pretty sure showrunners have changed, directors changed, scripts being rewritten. Like it's been having problems.
Yeah.
By the way,
the whole Marvel right now actually.
Yeah. With that epic
completely
failure.
unrelated, but people still ask about the Postal 4 sex update. Like we said on social media, 6,900,000 followers, and we will do it in Postal 2.
690,000, Pedro.
690.
Correct your English a little bit.
69,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we will do it. It has to be 69. You have to do the RWS tattoo.
I know. I'm doing RWS tattoo right now. I mean, I wouldn't call that losing a bet, but I did say I would do it at 69,000, so I will. I don't know where I'm going to do it yet, but I'll figure it out.
Dude, I would do a Running with Your tattoo, no problem.
Yeah, I want the RWS logo, but I also kind of want the new Mad Cow Mike J sticker art that we have with the middle fingers and the milk coming out of the udders. I like that.
You should tattoo it right next to my name in your balls.
Oh, well, I don't have room.
Why don't you ask Andy to design a tattoo for you? That'd be sick.
He's a little busy.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I'm not going to take him away from his other work right now.
Yeah, I know, but when
asking people to design a tattoo for you is bitch work. I don't like doing that. I could force him to. I could say, "Hey, bro, this is your next task." No, that's not happening.
I mean,
okay.
I can slap together two stickers.
We are going to move on to fantastic fucking fan art. So shut the fuck up for a second, everybody.
Fart. Fantastic fucking fan art. Brought to you by Mike J's Bidets. A clean ass is a happy ass.
Well, the audio did fuck up a little bit while I was playing, but we got through it fine. This week's fantastic fucking fan art is brought to you by @cancer_Vic on Twitter. It looks like some Postal 3 anime art.
Looks
and
beautiful.
It's really fucking cool. Politics is not my thing, you know? All I need are my trailer and champ and some rest. Yeah. Yeah, this is good shit. I mean, you know, Postal 3 is back in the news again.
That's the wokest fan art I've ever seen yet.
So woke. So
super woke.
I do love the art style. That's really
cool. It is really nice. As always, if you want your art to be featured on the podcast, make sure you post it on Twitter and add us, RWS Studios, and make sure to use the hashtag RWS Art. And just maybe Pedro will see it. That doesn't mean post it over and over and over again, but maybe Pedro will see it, and maybe you'll make it onto next edition of Fantastic Fucking Fan Art.
And also,
Wait,
What?
if you're good at art, like this guy right here, and you're shit at programming, grab yourself a friend who is a programmer, and maybe try to do something for the game jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that would be sweet.
Swekta, what do you think about the masterpiece that is Postal 3?
He's speechless. He's
doesn't even-
speechless. Well, it is his favorite game, so he doesn't have enough nice things to say about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it exists. Yeah.
It has a purpose.
Postal
Have you
3.
played it?
Does it
Have you
have
played
a
it?
purpose?
Have you tried it or played it or saw it when it came out back then?
I'll say this. I was actually waiting for it when like it got announced. And then as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, okay.
I still think the visuals are not bad. They were nice for the time. I like them.
You're right, they're
No, I
terrible.
mean like it utilizes the source engine, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Vince is getting roasted in the back.
No, there's just noise, and I can hear it in my headphones, which means it can be heard. Let's see. Fallout series.
Ooh, that looks
That
good.
trailer was pretty fucking dope.
It was amazing. Yeah.
I'm
Why-
excited.
What's
I'm
up
actually
with,
excited. I usually skip or shrug off some video game adaptations in series, but this one looks very faithful, very interesting, very well made.
The music
I
is
wouldn't
amazing in the
say-
trailer as well.
Music is amazing. I mean, it's Fallout, so yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like Dune levels of budget, but it looks really good. I'm all for it. I want
It's
it.
the
I
same
want
team. The same team that did Westworld season 1. And I don't know what's up with Christopher Nolan and his brother putting nuclear bombs in everything they do.
Everything.
But
And those white
yeah.
robots. Those white robots.
Well, the thing is that Chris
be a king.
only put 1 in his movie. He put like, I don't know, on that one shot is like 6 or 7, like going off. And then,
I mean, it
like,
needs
they're
to nuke everything. One nuclear bomb isn't going to take care of everything. You need to fucking nuke everywhere.
Yeah, true. Well, actually, no. At the end of Oppenheimer, I'm not gonna spoil it.
And then in other nuclear bomb news, Uwe Boll released his new trailer for his new movie coming out. I sent it to
I
the
thought
team
he was
yesterday.
dead.
You
I'm
should
gonna
watch the
that.
trailer. It actually does. The trailer is not terrible.
Okay.
The score on the trailer isn't great, but I didn't think the trailer was terrible. Now that said, he had plenty of movies that had okay trailers, so we'll see.
I've never seen the
Postal.
trailer for the Postal movie actually.
Not my favorite thing on earth.
Okay.
Definitely not my favorite thing on earth.
I have to watch this and I have to watch Carl's breakdown of the GTA 6 trailer. After
I think Carl should do a breakdown of the Postal movie trailer.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you do a Carl? You should do a tech breakdown of Postal 3.
A technical breakdown
Ooh.
of Postal 3.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once I boot it up,
It'll
sure,
get
I'll-
you eyeballs, bro. It'll get you eyeballs.
Oh,
It's right now is the Postal 3 renaissance. Like it's definitely like
Yeah, it's like it's where Postal 2 was like 5-6
well,
years ago.
and so this is
It's
what
like
happens, right? It happens with Star Wars 2, right? Okay, so back when the prequels came out, we all watched it and we all fucking hated it. But the kids that grew up with that as their Star Wars eventually become the adults, and then they've retconned the fact that it was good because that's the Star Wars they grew up with. And that's actually kind of happening right now with the sequels, which is unexplainable. But that's just the way it is, right? If these are the things you grew up with, those are what you learn to love. And the faults don't matter.
So you
So,
think
we won't
the
see any
kids who
real-
are born now, they're gonna be bragging about the sequels in 10 years? They'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
The Force Awakens, it was amazing."
They're going to be like, Rise of Skywalker was the best. Palpatine returned. Yeah. And also, they're going to think Postal 4, Wokestal 4 is the best game.
in that like 10-15 years, we're not going to make a real profit until about then.
I mean, that's the gamble we have here. We're just here
think
to
about Postal 2. Postal 2.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's actually a fun argument to have sometimes when people try to tell me like, "Oh, Postal 4 doesn't have nearly as much as Postal 2." And I'm like, "I think you've only played Postal 2 recently then, because
Yeah.
if you played Postal 2 in the 2000s, it didn't have nearly all the shit it has now. Like the weapon list is much smaller than Postal 4's weapon list before we
and did you
implemented
know-
all the AWP weapons.
Did you know how much Postal 2 was at launch? $49.99.
Yeah. Well, that was full price game back then.
And how much is Postal 4 again?
Well, it's 40 at full price, and now they're 60% off on sales.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't know that like back then, people waited for the DLC and then they waited for Paradise Lost. I mean, they didn't wait. They didn't know about Paradise Lost because it was a huge gap. And then
Apocalypse Weekend was delayed. Like, it was finished and then delayed. We didn't put it out for a while. And Postal 2, Postal 2 when it launched, needed the 1337 update before it was even playable.
Yeah.
Horribly unoptimized. The loading was terrible.
And it was what it was.
Yeah, there was no auto updater. There was no auto updater on Steam to fix your game. It was you either found out there was an update and you downloaded it, or you didn't.
Yeah. Good old days. Huh?
And then Xpatch. So like a lot of updates, and then tons of updates on Postal 2 over the years.
Of course, that's and that's okay. I mean, I'm not saying it's not proper to like Postal 2 the most. That is very proper, but it's definitely got a lot more put into it over 20 years.
Oh yeah,
it's just a fact.
Absolutely.
It's just a fact. Somebody's asking about new merch. The only things planned right now are 3 new Postal Dude dolls.
Yeah.
We have Postal 3 doll. Okay. For all of you kids that grew up as Postal 3 as your original Postal. We have Postal Movie Dude doll coming. And we have the Bathrobe Boy Postal 4 Dude doll coming too.
There you go.
They'll probably not be in until sometime late in first quarter. We're currently waiting to see a sample created for each one. Then we'll start production. And then when production's finished, they have to ship them from China.
China.
When are we going
I also
to
saw
announce
somebody in the chat. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I saw somebody in the chat asking when we started if there are any plans to do like postal figurines or figures.
Yeah, it's a good question.
We are still.
You mean like this?
Yeah, this one right here actually.
Yes.
This is a plan, but it is not happening.
At least not anytime soon.
Well, here's the
because,
thing, and I've tried. Sorry, I've tried, and I've found a few different suppliers, and the actual cost per unit isn't that bad. The problem is you have to create a die or the mold, like the actual mold for it, and the cost of that is insanely expensive. And it only makes sense if you're making 5,000 of them or 10,000 of them. Yeah. So, like, if you only create 1,000 per se, which is what we would want to do, then paying something like 30 grand for a die mold is fucking crazy. Like it's. We'd have to charge an insane amount for each one, and then they won't sell. So it's we're kind of stuck right now, looking for an easier way.
There's 2 solutions: buy our merch, so we can make it happen, or we're making a Postal 4 battle pass.
Yeah, Postal 4 battle pass. You don't actually get anything. We just make a world with more assets in it. And you run around and kick them.
You get a reskin of the robe model.
No, every level you get a new texture for the flipped assets.
Hey, AAA can do it, so can we, right?
Agreed. You guys did. We did announce this though that Postal Brain Damage is out for PlayStation 4 and 5 right now. I think we talked about this on the last podcast, but just so you guys know, it is out for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, and it did pass Nintendo certs the other day. So it will go up for pre-order in January, at the beginning of January, and then it will be for sale in the first few days of February. So if you're waiting for Postal Brain Damage for Switch, those are the dates. It will not be physical as of right now, just digital. We're working on it. We just don't have somebody to do it right now. So
do you have some boxes to show, like of the PC version?
Brain Damage?
I'm not sure if people saw that. Yeah. I'm not sure if people saw those. I think they did. Not sure. Everybody hides. I'm kidding.
I know I've shown it on a podcast or two, but we do have these beautiful PC, Steam, and GOG Postal brain damage boxes right here. So
That looks sick. Yeah.
yeah,
There's
it's
one
pretty
thing
cool.
we didn't
Beautiful.
announce. There's one thing we didn't announce though. Is the running with scissors sexy calendar, where every team member is fully nude on each page.
Yeah, but it's not us actually nude. We just used AI to put our heads on sexy bodies.
Yeah. And we hide our cocks with crotches, and yeah.
Well, some of us
it's,
don't
fun
have.
stuff.
Some of us have female bodies, but you know.
Yeah. Of course.
We're woke.
In that case,
we are
they,
woke.
They hide
woke.
with
Woke. If you can't let Windows 10 go, Microsoft will let you pay for 3 more years of extra support.
I mean, I guess that works. Some people find it hard to move on to the next one.
We even had like a team discussion about this the other day, right?
Yeah,
like
we did. Yeah.
Yeah, Lena was like, Tal was like, "Oh shit, should I move on to Windows 11? I have no rush. Like I keep seeing that little icon there, and I eventually I'll have to do it, but I literally have no rush considering just how a simple update for the same OS can fuck up everything. Hell, I once lost my keyboard function. I kept plugging new keyboards and it doesn't work.
Okay,
So-
boomer. Okay, boomer.
Okay, well.
How do you think I feel? I'm stuck on Windows 7.
Oh shit. Oh man. Rest in peace. my
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, you should upgrade to Windows 8 then, I think.
Well, if you use the silent patch for Bully, you can
We
still
know,
play it on Windows 10.
We all know Windows Vista was the best one. So
ME.
Yeah.
ME was the best one. Day before devs claimed it wasn't a scam until it released as a scam. What happened?
I think people bought the game, and I'm pretty sure everyone knew it was a scam. It was gonna be a scam. So, like, for me the craziest part about all this is that, well, first, like, the people are working for free on the game, they're not making money, blah blah blah. Like, for me, it's just that a lot of big companies and websites were advertising for that game. And didn't they know it was a scam? Like, was it not obvious? Like, why would they? Why would
Look, man,
IGN?
there's a
promote
reason
this
why
game?
scams work, and it's because
I mean,
people are stupid.
the developers were making it so obvious. They kept delaying it and they kept saying, "Hey guys, it's not gonna be a scam. It's not gonna be a scam," and then it's a scam. It's funny.
Though I've seen an amazing bug on YouTube in this game today. There's a chance the other players will become gigantic, like Attack on Titan, and like walk around the city, and it's pretty. That should be the game.
That sounds like
With
a scam.
hitboxes, by the
That
way.
sounds like a scam.
With hitboxes. So if you shoot like this giant guy in the sky in the head, like he dies, but what the person sees is that they're normal size behind like some barrier or whatever, and they get shot and like, what the fuck just happened? So
Well,
yeah,
the
that's
thing is,
pretty
they
much
they said
the
it was
day
an
before
open
people
world.
got scammed.
Well, actually, it's kind of an asset flip as well. But like, so actually, we were inspired by
That's
the,
our
by
special.
the day before.
Yeah, that's our
Yeah,
specialty.
Yeah, and so we have all the rights to talk about it. We are professionals about this, and but they said it was gonna be an open world, like, survival zombie game, kind of like the Division style and stuff. But actually, it's an extraction shooter. There's like just
It's
level. You just load into a map and you extract.
It's
So-
a zombie game where at most you see 3 zombies. And by the way, this is a fucking live service game, so it's already dead on arrival. It requires the player base. So if
Yeah.
it doesn't have the player base and you see 3 zombies, it's not a fucking survival
Yeah,
zombie
it's
game.
empty. It's
It's
empty.
paperweight. It's nothing. So they really fucked up. And it's good to see like people realize maybe they will learn for the next time they make a purchase, because a lot of people bought this shit. They probably made at least $1 million with this, I think. Who knows?
No, I don't think people are gonna learn anything from it, because it's like Mike said. I mean, like, the reason you have scams is because people fall for them. It's like the modern day equivalent of a snake oil salesman. You know, like you
Yeah,
pay
makes sense.
money for the thing, you get it, you try it, doesn't do anything. You go to complain to the guy who just sold it to you, and he's like, 5 towns away, doing the same spiel again.
Yeah. Yeah,
I just
well,
hope, I just hope the devs worked on the game get paid after this shit show, at least. So, like, it's kind of wild that all the
Gabagool.
volunteers.
Vince.
Vince, a message to say for the audience. It's a rare occasion.
Say gabagool.
What?
Say gabagool.
Capacola.
There you go.
There you have it.
We got it.
All right. Halo second season coming. Who cares? That's a huge who cares.
That was filler, by the way. That was
That
just
is
filler for the
pure
podcast.
filler.
That was the funny topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was adding the topics, I was like, okay, I need filler for this shit. Okay, here you go. Halo,
There's
you
one
go.
topic we didn't attack yet. It's the ventures of Mike J and Commander Carl in Arizona.
It was beautiful.
We'll talk about
They
that
held their
after
hands until
cool
the
comment,
sunset.
bro. Let's move on to our cool comment, bro, and get that out of the way because we kind of have to wrap this up. So here we go. This week's cool comment.
Cool.
Cool comment, bro.
This week's cool comment comes from French punk Bushido, and it says, when an independent, crude, and punk studio known for making the worst, most offensive game ever put more effort into their game than the AAA industry. And this is in response to Pedro posting about how we're adding the limb removal that keeps NPCs alive, and they jump around without a leg or run around without an arm. So thank you, French punk Bushido, or at French punk forever on Twitter. Remember, if you want to be highlighted on Cool Comment, bro, just make sure you leave good comments on Twitter, and maybe Pedro will see it, and maybe you'll make it into an episode. Real quick, the only other topic I want to talk about before we talk about me and Carl and our little circle jerk was that Alan Woke 2, they announced New Game Plus coming on Monday last night during their award acceptance.
There's one more thing they actually announced as well. They will add a new ending to the game.
Yeah, the New Game Plus has a lot of stuff, including a new ending. So
Yeah, a new ending. Yeah.
there's also 2 DLCs coming eventually, but
Yeah.
New Game Plus is coming soon, which is nice because I didn't want to replay the game after sort of blowing through all the other Remedy stuff recently. So glad I can play it a little differently coming up.
And we will be the developers of the DLCs.
Yeah, we're making Night Springs. That's us. Yeah, we're actually asset flipping Night Springs.
Yeah, it's all us.
It's going to be very dark.
Yeah, and very woke, even more woke than it is now.
Yeah, lots of
I
flashlights.
was just gonna say,
lots of woke.
like, all the assets are gonna be woke verified.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we're not going to do that bullshit where we lip sync and have somebody else's voice. We're going to use the actual voice.
Realm
Stupid
Zip
shit.
2024. We'll have like Mike and Carl dancing and singing.
Well, that's what we do, bro.
Oh, the Bumblebee song. What was it called? The
Bumbling
one-
bumblebees.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. You guys should dance and sing that song.
So anyway, last week was the RWS Christmas dinner in town, and we decided that we would bring in Commander Carl, and he came to town, and we had lots of shenanigans. We fed him lots of food, all the types of food that you eat.
Oh yeah.
All the types of food that you eat. We took him shooting, which, I think Carl may know more about guns than he knows about anything.
Nice. Nice.
I do have an extensive knowledge. I've been, shooting guns for 20 fucking years now. So
Yeah, he's very
well,
much
you
into
are a
guns.
commander.
Yeah, he's a commander.
Yeah.
That's why he's a commander.
He's a
Not
commander.
because he was a
He
commander in the
reloads
army.
it.
He was not a commander in the army. Let's not get in trouble for saying that. But he
Yeah,
is
no
commander.
stolen valid
He is
shit.
commander of his own arsenal that he has at home. And we went shooting. We shot up a bunch of signs. I think he posted some videos of that.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually gonna post a more extensive video on my YouTube channel once I get done.
Does
Good.
it come with sex scenes and all stuff?
of me and Carl having sex.
Yeah.
No, we didn't want to film that because the world's not ready.
Did you ask him to reload your cock?
Yes, obviously. We did that video, but it's only on his private OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Nice.
You have to subscribe.
When are you going to make your OnlyFans? You've been teasing that.
Me?
Like it? Yeah.
I have one. You just got to find it.
I mean, I
There's
know
not
you
much
have
up
it,
there, but
there's
it's
nothing
there. There's not much up
you
there,
know?
but it's there.
Yeah, well, gotta add some
I'm gonna have to
content
check
for
that
your
out.
fans.
Well, you gotta
I
find
think
it.
I found it. It's called Mad Cow Mike Jew. So,
Oh, wow. You fucking outing me. Just fucking throwing me under the bus here, buddy.
Yep.
Thanks. Thank you. All right. We are at an hour and 10 minutes. That was plenty of time. We can
He
save
didn't
these.
crash. He didn't crash
Well,
again.
Pedro only crashed twice during this podcast, so that was
God
pretty
damn it,
good.
Pedro.
Yes.
Swegta, thanks for coming on. That was a blast. Carl, thanks for being here. Matt,
As
thanks for
always.
staying up so late. We know you like to do it anyway. Get back on your Postal 2 Unreal
It
5
is,
asset
5
flip.
a.m. 5 a.m. almost.
Yeah, you got a few hours before. You got a
Jesus.
few hours before whatever you're doing on Saturday there to work on your Unreal 5 asset flip. So.
I'm moving to my new house.
Oh,
on
that's
Monday.
right. Congrats.
Monday.
He's got his new house. And Pedro, thanks for sort of being here.
Oh,
Even though you
wow.
left a few
Ouch.
times. You left a few
Jeez.
times, but it's okay. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for everybody who
Pedro
stayed
was here?
around.
Okay.
Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. And we'll probably see you guys early next year. So, bye.
Right. Bye.
Bye.
fucked
See you guys.
See you, Circle.